alert! Alert, alert!
They go with Chubb on second down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Hey, we got a seal.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Alonso. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Off the play fake, Alonso. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Alonso. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and run for it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hurry, hurry! Push him back. Let's go. Hey, I got it.
They go play action. Mayfield, nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
I'm coming. Mike 9. Mike 9.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Alonso. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Alonso is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up. Off play action. Alonso steps away. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Nagar now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out on the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there for a big one. That is sack number 200 for his career. It ties him with Bruce Smith for the all-time NFL record. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Mike 28, Mike 28, come on. You better bring it. Deuce, 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 deuce. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Check Mike 40.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check.
Mayfield on play action. The left side throw complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown in the air. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Let's go. Do it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next week, and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Check.
Play fake. Mayfield.
Oh, you got D?
Throw left side complete. That's Adams. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1 play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Bang L. 6-man. Check curls.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Real. Let's get off the field, D. Mike Knight, hey.
Now Mayfield.
Hey, we got a seal.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Alonso flushed out right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Alonso, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a fourth down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him, and now it's going to go in the other direction.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Adams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Just like that.
Here's Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Alonso. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
It's a squib kick picked up near the 25. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 39. Joe, check. Go, check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check pass. Check pass. Hey, check Mike 39. Check. Hurt. Hurt. I'm not ready. Check. Check. Bobcat. Check. Bobcat.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple couple up to about the 30.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
In your face.
Set, go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hop, go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Know your job.
To throw on second down. Alonso. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here we go.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Alonso, flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Set, Viking 18.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Shift.
Hey, check that. Street.
They go play action here on first down. Open man here is Gentry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Fleming, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Alonso. He finds his man, complete. It's Fleming. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready, break. 39. Check Mike 39. Panther Street.
Let's go.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
25's the mic. We're going.
Hey, alert 33.
Man, I got you.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Back at the 15-yard line.
Second and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
Regular.
Hey, we got a seal. Watch the run. They're running it.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
25's the mic. All day, dog. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Kings. Watch the slant.
Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Check. Mike 9. Hey. You got to.
To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think you got caught in between and created a foul.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I got you, punk.
Looking to throw. Alonzo. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Alonzo. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mason. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
And he fires one incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Alonzo letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. All right, they're going going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one, 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield down. And this one is incomplete. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 9.
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mayfield to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Drop deep. Mike 9.
3 buds.
Back to throw again. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The guard now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. On 1st and 10, Alonso. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Off-play action. Alonso. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. There he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Alonso. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We'll spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away. And how about this, a fake? And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw. Alonso. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Alonso escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, I just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.